Hello, everybody. I'm traveling once again. That's right, the life of an entrepreneur. Hopefully all of you are being safe. And we're going to talk about something today. It has to do with a few things. The PPP loan. The SBA list was let out. But we're not going to talk about that. We're actually going to talk about how we're going to create wealth. How we're going to be making money. Because I got notification from T, that's right, AT&T. I got notification from another company as well that they're going to be issuing me, BTG is going to be issuing some shares of stock. So we're going to talk about it doing it the old-fashioned way. We're going to earn it. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. That's right. So I'm going to get off into the PPP real quick, only because you guys, if you haven't seen the list yet, there's some rich and famous and powerful people that have received hundreds of millions of dollars, 2 million here, 5 million here. That's right. How many of you received some PPP that has 1 million behind it? I know the answer. But how many of these politicians, how many of their politicians' friends, how many of these corporations and corporation friends, how about these startups receiving some money? While we're out here, it's real in the field. The rest of them are getting handouts. So let's get to it with us creating a little wealth. As you know, it's been all about the stock market. The 1%ers don't lose. How much more do you have to see after you find out who's on the PPP list? I'll make a video. The next video is going to be about this disgusting PPP list. And that's only partial list. You know they want to hide some stuff. But anyhow, if you still haven't downloaded Robinhood to get your free share, there's some of you, I'm going to list your name down below, who actually signed up for Robinhood, but you have to go claim your stock. So you got to go back into the app and claim it before they'll issue it to you. So I'll have your names down below in case you see this video, so that way you can go over to Robinhood and get your free share of stock. Just for signing up, just for verifying your email address, just for linking your bank account. Webull is back to 2 free shares of stock. The same thing, verify your email address, link your bank account, they give you a free share of stock. You deposit $100 or more, you get another free share of stock. This is how it starts, ladies and gentlemen, and then all you gotta do is figure out, can I spend $25 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, $500 a month, and buy additional shares of stock? That's your road to success. Stay where the 1%ers are. That's their playground. Even when it goes down, don't panic. They find ways to make things happen. Who knew that 40, 50, 60 million people could be out of work and the stock market would rise? Come on, think about it. You're being played while you're sitting here being an essential worker, putting your life on the line. These guys are getting free money. These guys are playing in their own casino to create more wealth for themselves. And whose money is it? It's your money. The hedge funds, the mutual funds, they're sitting there putting their money into these companies, making the stock go up, and then they sell it while it rises, taking away 10% profit here, 40% profit there, 50% profit there. And I have to say this again, a big shout out to Curtis Davis, who helped put things in live chat. And I remember specifically, I believe it was 3 weeks ago on a live chat. If you miss our live chats, sometimes you get valuable information. He told people about LVGO. It's a health company. At the time, the shares were only somewhere in the 60s, maybe low 70s. Today, they're near 100. In less than a month, 30, 40, 50% on your money. You can't get that anywhere. Guess who's getting that? Those people who are paying attention to the stock market, to the financial news, CNBC, even Jim Cramer, Seeking Alpha, motley fool. You have to be in the game to win in the game. You have to be a student. You have to study. You have to always be learning. You have to be humble, because not everybody wins all the time. Sure, we lose on stocks, but it's a long-term play, ladies and gentlemen. Long-term, over 1 year. Long-term, maybe 5 years. Long-term. Could it be 10 years? Either way. This is why when we first start out, I try and tell everybody to get AT&T. Because right now we're getting $2.08 per share per year, and we're around 8% on our money. Somewhere between 7 to 8% on your money. Where are you going to get that from? You just hear about these stories. You think AT&T is going to go somewhere? Wells Fargo Bank, which is a Fed bank, their stocks have went down to around $25, $24 a share. They split their dividends in half. But me, I'm buying. Why? Because, as you know, it's a Fed bank. They'll always get bailed out. They'll always have money running through their bank. So therefore, they're going to cut their dividend right now. Hopefully later on, when things get more stabilized, they'll raise their dividend rate. It's pretty simple. Meanwhile, get it while it's low and take the upside. And they're still going to give you partial dividends. So you still might earn 3-4% on your money. They haven't announced it yet. The upcoming earnings call is coming. If you had Robinhood or Webull or both, you would get notifications that there's a Wells Fargo earnings report, earnings meeting coming up in a few days. This is how you keep track of things, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you learn what your craft is. So therefore, this is what I'm talking about. We have to earn it. You're not getting any of that free PPP millions. Sure, you might get that EIDL $1,000. Sure, you might get something else, but who knows? You know, this is how we're doing it now, because step by step, day by day, month by month, this is how you can earn additional income. Dividend stocks. You heard me talk about this before. You don't think Buffett and the Microsofts of the world, Apples of the world, that they just invest in their own companies, do you? No, they buy other companies that give out dividends. So this way, every 3 months or every month, they're receiving checks while you're going to work, while you're sweating 60 hours a week, while you're sweating 80 hours a week. Come on, let's get this straight. Everybody has to sweat 30, 40, 50 hours a week, 99% of the population. It's what you do after 2 or 3 or 5 years that makes the difference. It's your road to success. Are you planning right now, planting seeds right now? That's what we're talking about. Plant your seeds is the only way you're going to create wealth down the road. Look, here I am in another airport. This is Denver Airport. I'm not rolling down to the Fiji Islands. I'm not in the Caribbean. I'm not in Mexico. But I damn sure ain't sitting at work either. And I can keep going around the world if I prefer. But it wasn't always this way. I had to plant seeds 20 years ago. I had to stay true to my crafts. Learn more as I get older. This is what you have to do. And with that, you can build wealth along the way. Don't let anybody fool you. There's some talk right now that I've had discussions with on one of the comment sections on one of my videos where a person is using the Ramsey plan, as I call it. You know what that means? I'll have a link down below to the baby steps. Save $1,000 is the first thing. Except there's one little problem. Since it's 2020, this ain't 1990s. 70% of the population doesn't have $1,000 in their bank account. 70%, 7 out of 10 American citizens do not have $1,000. Baby step number 1 is to have $1,000. So if you can't get there, how are you going to get to number 2, to become debt-free? Well, as you know, debt-free comes when you have extra income coming in. This is how you create your wealth and make money at the same time. And that's why right here at Stop Struggling Now, we've always talked about extra streams of income, getting your LLC, getting your EIN, getting your business credit, getting your personal credit up. Because if you want to create wealth and you want to be in the top 10 percenters to really be able to do what you want, when you want, how you want, then you got to enter the program. And not this other program where I'm out here buying $150,000 cars. Not this other program where I'm trying to high profile with $1 million house. Sometimes you have to be thinking common sense. Don't let the mass majority of broke ones tell you what to do. The top 10 percenters aren't listening to the broke ones. Come on now. Do you hear me? So that's all I have to say today. Get your Robinhood, get your Webull, get your M1 Finance apps right now. They are free trade apps, no commission apps. You don't have to worry about your money getting siphoned off. And by the way, somebody asked me what these index stocks are, because since the indexes generally rise and go down, and it's a conglomerate of a whole bunch of stocks like the Standard & Poor's an index. NASDAQ's an index, which has risen to record highs. Standard & Poor's probably going to be next. Dow Jones. So in other words, Vanguard, which is an ETF, you can go VTI. V as in Victor, T as in Tom, I. V as in Victor, OO. These are just a few. There's several more. But anyhow, this is how you use your money to make more money. Stop working for your money. That's number one on the 7 streams of income. But everything else you're trying to do is let your dollar create another dollar while you're sleeping. So that's all I have to say today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. This is why I'm adamant about this. You gotta plan. That's the only way you can do this. Plan your future. Don't worry about what you look like. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. Because unless they're paying your bills, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you. You need to be on your program to wealth. So start it now. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.